Mindy, and today I am back with yet another Top 5 Wednesday. As always, don't forget to check out everybody else's video, links in the description down below. So this week we are going to be talking about our top 5 most underrated books. So for this, I went on my Goodreads and looked at the books that I have read and compared my rating to the average rating. And this is the list of books that I got that I thought the average rating was a lot lower than it should be. Coming in at number 5 is Obsessed by Ted Dekker. The average rating for this is 3.88 and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. This is a serial killer book, so you know I'm gonna like it. I love anything having to do with serial killers for the most part, and that's kind of weird to say. But this also has the aspect of flashbacks from the Holocaust. When I was younger, I got the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. and visit the Holocaust Museum there. And since then, I've had a very emotional response to anything dealing with the Holocaust. And there are like Holocaust flashbacks in this book. I don't know that they are 100% realistic, but the way that they're written is very emotional, and I'm pretty sure I probably cried at least once during this book. But it's very action-packed and kind of, you don't want to stop reading. It's actually a really fast read. It's not like super small or anything, but it's a very fast read, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was very surprising to see that this only has a 3.88 rating. Also at a 3.88 is The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. This, of course, also a 5 out of 5 for me. This story is very imaginative and has lots of action and great imagery. And if I could own anything out of a book that had magical properties, it would probably be the Alethometer out of the series, which is a kind of compass that tells the truth. And I just think it's just amazing. Of course, I would need the ability to read it, but I just love the series. Coming in at number 3, I don't actually own this book, so I will insert a picture here. But it is A Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was written really well, and I loved the characters. They were just amazing. The reason I think this book has such a low rating is because people go into J.K. Rowling's writing expecting the next Harry Potter. And this is an adult book. It's like an adult mystery, and it's not Harry Potter. So I think people downvote it just because of that. And I think that Casual Vacancy really did suffer because it had J.K. Rowling's name on the cover. I don't think it would have gotten such harsh ratings if it wasn't J.K. Rowling's book. I think it's one of the reasons she decided to publish A Cuckoo's Calling under a pseudonym. Next, coming in at number 2, I was very surprised to see this book so low, and it was a 3.79 out of 5, and I gave it a 5 out of 5. And that is Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. This book has one of the strongest narratives that I've ever read, and to see it so low, it makes me question whether or not people are giving it such hard criticisms because they had to read it for school and didn't enjoy it, or if people actually don't like this book. I thought it was amazing. It's one of the best classics that I've ever read. So definitely one of my underrated books. Coming in at number 1 is The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. This is a German classic that has been translated into English about a man who wakes up one morning to discover that he's no longer a man. He is this cockroach-like bug, and he becomes the humiliation to his family, essentially. I had to read this for school, and incredibly enough, I loved it. I usually hate assigned reading, but I read this in one of my favorite classes in college, and it was just so great. I can't believe that it only has a 3.72 on Goodreads. Once again, it may be because people are assigned to read it in school and don't like it, and then just give it a bad rating on Goodreads. This is probably my top 5 classics, so it's just awesome. I want to be rereading this soon. So those were my top 5 underrated books, and The ratings weren't that awful on Goodreads, but I definitely think that they deserve all 5 out of 5 stars. So let me know down below, do you have any books that you really love that people seem to kind of hate? Let me know. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.